right, we have a wonderful treat today.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to forever, really.
Really?
Since before we did this.
Before he was born?
Man, like, I have to find a way to talk about this guy.
Yeah, I agree with you. As soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, man. Yeah, we got to talk about this dude.
Ever since, like, I first seen his account, which has been quite a while now. Yeah. I didn't know him before the blackout, I should say. But, like, ever since I seen this guy, I was like, wow, this is
where I want to be.
This is the mecca of what's possible.
Yeah.
I see Eltattoo as the master of pain.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, that's the way I've kind of filed him away in my brain. This is the man who has mastered pain on several fronts.
And you're not wrong, though. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time in many areas.
Right. You usually only see one, right? Like, because to get to a point of like a semi-mastery of something where, like, because his black saturation is impressive.
Yeah.
Like, it's bang on. There's no weak spot in his game, tattoo-wise. Usually when you get to that and maintain that, it took a long time and it took a lot of focus.
Yep.
But he's huge too.
Yeah.
And in great shape too, and balancing an extremely demanding diet and lifestyle, all the while taking care of this tattoo work.
Yeah.
Right? That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. And it's all decided. Like, he's all choosing this. You know what I mean? Like, this is all chosen struggles.
Yeah. So, like, I guess he had a couple of sleeves before he got going on this, but
well, you got to start somewhere.
Like, it wasn't coming together in the way he wanted it to. It's pretty typical. That part's pretty typical.
Slap some black on it.
Yeah. But, like, for me, it's amazing that he was able to do both of those things. Because when I was getting the blackout tattoos, there's no way I was going to grow. Like, there's no way I was going to be in the gym or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no chance of that happening.
No?
No, those sessions bagged me up.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I don't know how he didn't lose shape or lose size, but
well, you gained it in ink.
But it may have been facilitated because he's a tattoo artist himself. I should say his name, so I can introduce him. Vladimir Gucci.
Wow,
what a fucking name, dude.
Man, we got some great names on this place.
Can I get a better name?
No,
like
no,
that
cannot.
is like you name your kid that, you know he's gonna be a badass.
Oh yeah, Vladimir Gucci.
Yeah, you can't get a tougher name than that.
Well, I
Sounds
mean,
like an old mob boss or something.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck, point, man?
Yeah. Well, we do have a name in this shop that might be a little bit more intense than that, but
yeah, well, that's true.
It's reserved for a later date.
Yeah, no, like with a name like that, there was no going wrong to begin with.
Yeah.
But okay, where was I? Vladimir Gucci is a professional tattoo artist himself. He's been tattooing for 21 years.
Dang.
But he's only been pro since 2008. So
when he turned pro.
Yeah, well, he was doing other jobs and just doing it as pastime,
side hustle
whatever,
thing,
right? Kind of thing.
Plus, that's like around the time where you could really make some money.
Yeah.
Like that changed around then.
Oh yeah, the pay scale went way up, and that's what I've heard that from a few people now. Like when I was talking to the Lily Lou interview, like he said very similar things. Like,
oh yeah.
Like it was a different thing 20 years ago.
Yeah, way different.
Anyway, he can probably facilitate this lifestyle a little bit better. His wife is also a tattoo artist, which this seems pretty common.
It does seem very common.
These heavy body mod people.
Well, how else do you find someone that understands?
Well, she blacked him out.
Oh.
So she's not just a tattoo artist. She's a proficient tattooer.
Yeah, badass. Yeah.
I don't know what their relationship is now. I seen something on social media that they might be breaking up or something, but his social media is all in Russian, so it's hard for me to, like, it was hard for me to get this information on him.
Yeah.
I found one video and I was like, holy crap. It was like the most informative thing ever about a guy that I've enjoyed for years but knew very little about.
Yep.
Like, I was fascinated to find out that he's a vegetarian.
Oh, that makes no sense to me.
That eats 4,800 calories a day.
That also makes no sense.
350 grams of protein.
Well,
like, that is tough, dude.
I mean, yeah.
Like, that's hard.
That's, like, almost impossible.
It's very hard.
Like, almost impossible.
Like, people that are watching this might not know how hard that is to do.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, like absolutely insane. I
You
mean,
can
you'd have to be
overeat
doing,
and you feel sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you would have to be pacing yourself and mindful of that the whole day.
Something tells me he feels very gassy all day.
Well, I guess he bakes bread and makes his own cheese and stuff. And he's
vegetarian. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
he's not vegan. He's vegetarian.
Yeah, that would be doable then.
But
because if you can incorporate breads and cheeses, like those are decent protein and fat, like caloric content. You know.
Well, I can see how you could get there, but it's going to be a lot of work. Like when I say, like, people think, "Oh, you mean eating? Eating isn't work." Oh, yes, it is. Eating is the hardest thing for me.
Yeah.
Even at my level, which isn't impressive, by the way.
Well, yours is eating and talking shit. That's what you.
Yeah, I talk shit pretty well on a high level, I would say.
I gotta eat a hard-boiled egg and talk some shit.
Yeah. Well, it does the job, but eating that much, like, it's terrifying. When I found that, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I need to be eating much more.
Yeah, that's one of the big annoyances of like diet and exercise is like that. Like when you realize that, oh, you want to lose weight, eat way more.
Yeah, I know.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, that scares the hell out of me.
I barely eat and I can't lose weight.
Yeah, when I was I lost a lot of weight, right? Ever since then, it terrifies me eating more.
Oh, it's scary.
So just going at it, like, I'm going to eat 4,800 calories a day.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
But the shape of him, it does work.
Well, he's a giant horse.
Yeah. A horse might be putting it lightly. But I guess he only weighs 240 pounds, 6 foot.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. So I weighed 245 at my biggest. I didn't
Did
look
you look like
that.
No?
I didn't look anywhere near that big either.
Just a little squishier?
I was like Michelin Man. Like, it's like fluffy.
Yeah.
Like airy.
Yeah.
Like you could have pegged me for lighter than I was, maybe.
Well, that's the thing. Like you can get, like I hold weight real dense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I packed on everywhere.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like I had a big gut.
Yeah.
Every part of me was
just got thick.
thick.
Yeah, you got a little thickness to you.
Yeah, but that definitely didn't look like that guy.
No.
Who, while I'm at it, he's got like intense body hair.
Really?
Yeah, he's always had intense.
Oh, that would
fur,
make sense. Yeah, that area for sure.
But he doesn't want to shave it.
I wouldn't.
Like he when he gets the worst part about getting tattooed for him was shaving the body hair. He was like he didn't want to part with it, and now
he's like barbarian man.
No,
which is the interesting thing about the vegetarian part to me because
I know that was
he
shocking.
seems like he should be like slaying elk with a battle axe.
Well, when there were the lockdowns, he would go out into the forest
naturally
and train with wood and trees and stuff. It just wasn't gonna. He only likes to do workouts that he can feel.
Yeah,
like real stuff that you feel the muscle breaking. You know what I mean? Like, like that's what he was saying. He's like, I don't trust workouts that feel too easy.
My muscle don't break.
Seriously, like he was like, I don't trust doing workouts that don't stress your muscles.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Like he's like, if it doesn't feel like it's hurting you, it's probably not helping you.
Yeah.
I was
sure.
Like, man, that's intense.
Depends on who you ask about that one, but yeah.
Fair. Obviously, it's going to be different. I'm not saying his is right or wrong.
From the size of him, he's pretty right.
He's on to something.
Yeah.
He's never competed, though.
Well, I don't think you can. Like, tattoos get frowned upon pretty heavily in the body, like, or the bodybuilding
Well, that's
community.
what he's billed as the most tattooed bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Is what they call him. If like we had talked about the human orc, right? His title would be the world's most tattooed bodybuilder.
Most tattooed orc.
Yeah. It's not the same thing.
No, not quite.
Similar.
Yep.
What else was I going to say? Yeah, he's
throwing trees in the forest. Yep.
Throwing trees in the forest and just doing intense workouts. He can't keep a training partner because people give up like a month in. They can't go with him. So
well, he's got.
I was thinking, please let me train with you. I will try and keep up.
I don't think you want that just yet.
No,
I think you need a few extra supplements involved.
Oh yeah, he's got some supplementation.
There's some extra chicken and broccoli that is required for you.
Yeah,
you know,
the right chicken and broccoli. Yeah. Well, he even had said it himself. He was like, "Look, I started natural, and I wasn't sure it was gonna it wasn't working the way he wanted." And he's like, "I don't say you can't do it." But men become obsolete at a certain point, and he wants to stay strong and young, and he believes he will until he's into his 70s.
Depends on.
He's only 37. Doing. He looks like when I peg his age, like he looks like a 40-something-year-old. Like, but that's just because he's got an intense face.
Yeah, when you're like hardened like that, you know what I mean. That seems like you've seen more shit and therefore are like old.
Yeah, it looks like he's been on a battlefield.
Yeah,
like swinging an axe around.
Yeah, and those guys are timeless.
Yeah, yeah,
they're just ageless.
Yeah, he does. He had a hard age to peg. When I seen he was only a few years older than me, I was like, doesn't seem right. I want him older.
Yeah.
Why do I want him older? Is
I mean,
it 'cause
he can
it's
be.
I can be him one day if he's older than me now.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
I would always show his videos to Sarah. We're at home, like, look, he put up another one. She's like, please stop showing me that. This bizarre fascination with this man.
Well, it's just your dream bod, you know?
Aspirational for me.
Have you ever asked her, like, what would Sarah do if you look like that?
Well, she liked me thinner already than I am now.
Yeah.
But she's good with how I am now. I don't think she wants me to get that big. But
I don't know if anyone wants anyone to get that big.
I want to get that big.
I want you to get that big.
It's to get that big isn't just the look; it's the lifestyle.
Yeah. It's
Right?
full-time commitment.
Like he's now doing that more as a job than tattooing, I would think, in terms of time. And he does some crazy tattoo work too. Not to discredit, I'm going to put some of that in.
Yeah.
He's got some insane like color packing. His stuff is vibrant as fuck.
Well, I mean,
you would never guess for the way he looks, but the styles that he does are incredibly elaborate color work.
I mean, it's the same with you, right? Like, you love color.
Yeah.
And nobody would guess it.
Huge color back pieces and stuff. Like,
Cool.
It's impressive stuff.
Oh, yeah. Hell
But
yeah.
it's kind of new school.
I wonder if he should do some color over his black.
He should, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I just think he was like, weak people need images to feel comfortable and safe.
Wow.
Like, he was like, I think black work will get much more popular in time. Simple-minded, weak people need images to feel comfortable.
That's
were his thoughts.
heavy.
When I
Holy
read that,
shit.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, this guy's a badass.
That's intense.
He's like, I don't need pretty pictures and nostalgia to keep me warm at night.
Wow.
Kind of thing.
Man, they have a different way of looking at life, hey?
Right? I was like, fuck. This guy would rip your head off.
100%.
Like he's the kind of guy that would skull fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't have to get too
straight
graphic,
up
but
barbarian.
like, wow.
Yeah, straight up barbarian.
He says
Barbarian.
things that I would say, but in this kind of cold, calculated, there is no emotion, you know?
Well, he's got the physicality to back it up. He's in the forest chucking trees at elk, and then all of a sudden saying shit like that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, I had...
Me saying that doesn't make any sense.
Nothing but admiration for this guy, and like, it would mean the world to me to be able to chat with him.
Oh, man. It'd be amazing.
And not even like, oh, I want to have a podcast with him necessarily, but like even just 10 minutes of his time.
Yeah.
Can you sign an autograph for me,
just
sir?
to get some like epic sound bites.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude
Images are for weak people. Like, holy shit, that's funny.
There's more to say on him, but maybe we'll save it for another time.
Yeah,
'cause I can
why don't we do
definitely
that?
Talk about him again.
Sounds good.